I want to take this time to say thank you, Joe Rogan. I remember when I first discovered you years ago. You accompanied me everywhere on my runs, to the gym, on hikes, long road trips, camping trips out in the mountains, and even late night as I was falling asleep. I learned about DMT, psilocybin, Paul Stamets, mycelium running, these things that fascinated me. And I loved it. I was even starting to get hyped for UFOs, even though I'm not an alien man myself. And the years went by, and all these cool things I learned, joint by joint, I smoked along with you until COVID. COVID seemed to change you. You went from a man that was curious to a man that was furious, and we couldn't figure out why until CNN gave you a yellow face. And that was kind of weird, and we agreed with you, but you never let that chip off your shoulder. To this day, you still carry those sins. And the curious DMT Joe became the right-wing pundit, shouting out for Trump secretly, but not so secretly. But really, you wanted RFK, but secretly you'd already sold out to who knows what, but we think it's the right. We'll figure that out later, maybe late at night. That was a stupid poem thing, but I'll keep going thing. You know what I mean thing? That's how we go. We're not poets, but Joe, I want to tell you the lessons that I learned from you before I go. I just made that up. That's pretty slick, huh? But let's keep going. You know, Joe, I started investigating you so I could know who you really are. But I'm probably not very accurate, but you did show some things that pointed some things out to me. I said, Joe, who are you? I Googled you. I looked you up in YouTube. Some people said it was obsessive, but I'm just curious, just like you taught us to be on your website. Remember, you always told us how you got lost in those YouTube rabbit holes, just finding one thing, and you would go out forever. You even tried to refrain from that, but I didn't. I just kept searching. And Joe, the one thing I kept seeing is you always badmouthed your friends. No matter who it was, Ari. No matter who it was, Bert Kreischer. No matter who it was, Tom Segura. You bash every single one of them. I always find it crazy how willingly you were to slam somebody on the biggest podcast in the world. I think that would be something that you would think about. Something that you would mull over. But you so willingly would destroy Bert at any second, at any podcast, on any day. And you would allow men like this to be around you. People that were sexual predators, people that drugged people, even a person that murdered somebody and chopped off a head. I thought it was strange. But you keep inviting them. Every time I think you were good, every time I thought you brought someone on, it was always to fit an agenda. Have you sold out, Joe? I don't know, but I suspect it. But I want to thank you, Joe, because moments like this that propelled your career are moments like this that I come back to reflect on with a different point of view. Yeah, man may have stolen a joke, but you have stolen comedy, and it's terrible. And that's unforgivable. People don't want you here anymore, Joe. People don't want your balls, fart, and cock humor. People want something real. People don't want to be sold a lie and be sold down the motherfucking river. We got jobs. We got bills. We got stress. We can't afford anymore for believing in fools that sold us out long before we ever realized it. Not from your fucking friends. You know, there's a story behind this that might have something to do with Bobby Lee, but that's something we'll probably never see. I'm not a poet. This fucking video was just meant to be. Let me drink a little bit of this soda. I don't think you're the guy that we thought you were. I don't think you're the guy that you say you are. You're always looking for so much validation, and the guy you never listened to is right on the screen. I know you reluctantly invited him on your show, and you were so happy to see his ass go. But maybe there's something we need to know that goes back to this show. I don't know. I'm just guessing. And you probably ain't stressing. But that's okay, because on another day, it'll be your day. and you'll have a lot to say. And that was stupid. And I'm not going to say the G word. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Get out of here. I just want to say that I'm really just making this video, and you're not going to give two shits. At the end of the day, you're rich as fuck, and what I say doesn't matter. You know, I may have some feelings. I may feel deceived. I may feel cheated. I may feel lied to, and I may have put my hope in you when it wasn't warranted. But that's okay, because I'm not putting it in George Lopez either. That'd be crazy. I just want to tell you that you'll go back to your mansion tonight. You'll probably beat off a little bit looking at all your cars and the TV behind the cars with men on it. And you won't give a shit about me. And that's okay, because you will probably go on, become a billionaire, and just keep in more and more and more content. And I'm going to try and be a better person. But the reality of the situation is I'm going to keep being there for it, baby. Because when you fuck up, we going to make fun of you. And it's going to be great. Peace, bitches.